And the folks, second video for the day. So I know I touched on this briefly when I was doing my fixed blade collection a few episodes ago, but Blade Show has arrived. It's actually happening right now. Today's Saturday, so it's the second day of Blade Show, and I saw that in the Facebook group that I belong to, the Chavez Knives Facebook group, I've seen a few Chavez fans have scored Repercussions. I think I mentioned it before in the previous video that Ramon was reintroducing the Repercussion fixed blade. Now this fixed blade, I'm gonna take it out. Now I'm not sure what Ramon is, I don't know if he's making a Kydex sheet for it. I don't know if he's offering a leather sheet for it. I'm also doing this in natural light. Hopefully it's not too dark. But I've seen these popping up all over Facebook. I am not at the show, so I've seen a few fans of Ramon scoring this new version of the Repercussion. Now, I haven't been following Ramon's fixed blade making, but I'm not sure how many he's done since. I think he's done the Repercussion. I think he's done it like in with a paracord wrap. Now at the show, I see he has it with the, I believe it's micarta. It could be G10. Some of the pictures I've seen are pretty poor, and I can't tell if it's micarta or G10. But I wanted to briefly talk about some of the differences. So now this Repercussion, I wasn't the original owner. I got this from a friend who bought it from Ramon. He was the original owner. And for whatever reason, he wanted to sell it to me, and I bought it. I'm a big fan. I have also one of Ramon's smaller fixed blades, the Redemption. And I always wanted the Repercussion just for the fact that I wanted to own one of the larger fixed blades that Ramon made. Now, the first time, you might know this story, the first time I met Ramon at Blade Show, I believe it was in 2013, Ramon had one of these Repercussions with him. He was part of this contest with Blade HQ. We were down by the river where we were hanging out with Fast Bandit and a couple of Instagrammers and YouTubers. And Ramon had this, not this one, but he had his Repercussion. You see, that's from the Kydex sheet. And he was actually chopping a tree down with his Repercussion that he bought. And it's like, man, I got to get one of those. Now, at the time, Ramon just made fixed blades. He was starting. He didn't have the Redemption. He wasn't a known maker yet, but he just brought with him some of his fixed blades. I think he just bought this one. Maybe he had a little one too. And he just wanted to show us what he made, and I was impressed. And I remember sitting down with Ramon at I think we were at Hooters or one of the restaurants, and we were just discussing at the end of the day about the show and the makers and the booths. And Ramon, I remember vividly, Ramon said it to me and Donnie Nichols. That's what I want. I want to have my own table, and I want to make my own knives that people will buy at Blade Show. And here he is. I don't know if he remembers that conversation. I'm sure he does if he sees this video. But man, did he make his dream come true. Did he make his dream come true? Anyway, come full circle, I want to say. Ramon reintroduced the Repercussion, and he made this fixed blade, his new version, available to his audience. Some of the differences I noticed right away. Like I said, he brought it back. I want to say 2017. He brought it back, the Repercussion with the paracord wrap. So no G10, no micarta. So mine is micarta. I just want to show you that. Let's go over it. I'll go over it. I'll just go over it. So mine is micarta, and mine has the chain ring bolts. I noticed that Ramon, in his latest iteration, he has some kind of a Torx screw. So I guess the benefits for that is if the owner wants to take apart the handle, he can. And I don't know if he wants to clean it. With the chain ring bolts, you really can't take it apart. It's pretty much set, and that's it. I never had to clean it, never had to do anything to it. I also noticed that mine is hollow, and the paracord wrap, of course, was hollow. And the ones with the Torx are not, because the Torx, you can see that the Torx are, they're just Torx bits. It doesn't go through. I also noticed that in this latest iteration that I've seen at Blade, he has the flats, right? And I've seen it in stonewash. Now mine's satin, and it's got this deep acid, dark acid stonewash on the flat, and I have this swedge. I haven't seen all of them yet at Blade, but the ones that guys that have scored it have been posting, there was no swedge on their Repercussion. It was just either a satin blade or a stonewash blade with flats. Either it was a satin flat or just stonewash all the way through with flats. So I thought that was kind of cool that mine is still kind of unique and a little different. Also, I want to point out, because I know Frucci's going to want me to point this out. Now, we talked about this on Wieners and Steel, how this has the sideways satin, as Frucci would call it. Hopefully you guys can see that. See how the grind, it has the grind, it had the normal grinds, I'm sure, when Ramon did it on the belt. And then he did a satin rub on it to give it that satin fit, that sideways satins coined by Frucci. Now, the ones I've seen that people are showing at the show, there's, you can just see the grinds going up and down. So that was one of the things I noticed. And again, mine has a swedge. I haven't seen this current iteration with a swedge. Pretty much the same shape. It's got this upswept swoop over here. It's got the choil guard, the finger guard, and I believe that the handle's pretty much the same shape, except that the new one has a lanyard hole. So it's a little bit of a cutout here on the material, whatever it is, G10, micarta, and it's got lanyard hole, and on the butt end here of the handle, mine is rounded off. Theirs is kind of like concave. Basically, it comes in a little bit. So I noticed that. And if you guys are fans of Ramon's, go check out his Chavez Knives face group, and you'll see. Actually, just go see whatever Ramon's tagged in. You'll see what the guys have scored. I also noticed that on the handles that the steel. Now I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is 3V or 4V. I don't even remember. It's 10 million years ago. I'm not sure what Ramon's using for the steel, but I noticed that the steel is exposed, meaning that the handle material, whether it be micarta, I'm going to say it's micarta, it's chamfered like this, right? And rounded off, but it's a little bit recessed back, exposing the steel. Now, I'm not sure if that's just the photography, but I noticed in all the pictures that you can see the steel exposed up here. So, meaning this edge here, the handle's a little bit recessed in, where the micarta is a little bit smaller than the steel, so the steel's exposed. So I'm sure there's a reason for that, why Ramon did that, but I just thought that was interesting. And you can definitely tell that you have a new version compared to mine. He also stamped it or etched, put some kind of a date on it, scribed on it, the date, and the number of the Repercussion. So that tells me that Ramon has plans to make more of these. Now he's numbering them. Now, this particular one, I don't think Ramon was numbering them back then. This could be, I don't know, number 3. Who knows what it was back then? But I say number 3 because all my Ramon knives are number 3. But this is not. All it has is this Chavez Knives USA logo with the key. And now the new iterations have the Ramon signature. You can see in here you can see the dark acid stonewash on it. Still one of the coolest blades in my collection. And yeah, I just want to show you guys that. So there's a few people that scored the new ones, and God bless them. Hopefully they're gonna love it as much as I love mine and keep it as long as possible. Unfortunately, there's some people out there that just are predators and they want to get on the lotto and bid for the knives, and then they flip them. Prices. So I did see somebody post, and I don't think it's a secret, on the, well, actually, Lori posted an open bid for the Repercussion and one of Ramon's folders. I'm not sure which one. And that was an open bid, and that was going up the roof for the prices. But I did see someone posted that the Repercussion fixed blades were selling for a G, 1,000 each from Ramon if you hit the lotto. Can you just imagine what this will go for in the secondary? That's how popular the man is now. His work, his knives are. Anyway, folks, I just want to share that with you. Maybe I'll do some macros for you guys so you can see my handles. There's a few of these. I'm going to ask Ramon one day when I talk to him when he's not busy how many of these original OG Repercussions he made. But I love mine. This is going to stay in my collection. As Ramon knows, this is going to stay in my collection forever. I can't tell you how many times people hit me up for my Chavez knives. I can't tell you the crazy amount of money that people offer me for my they're all number 3s, my folders. My original Redemption number 3 ever of folders. I can't tell you the money that people are offering me for it. The Bandit gets offered for it. We still have ours. All right, guys. Anyways, check out that swedge. Check it out. Hopefully the satin, you can capture it. There you go. How beautiful that is. How far Ramon has come. He's come a long way for a man that works hard at his craft. And he deserves it. He deserves all the fame and money and popularity that he gets at the shows. All right, guys. Peace.